It's a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, nice to see you.
Last time we were speaking about Spotlight, which ended up winning an Oscar, but it was such a small movie in the beginning. This is such a big project. How much of a difference is it to whiz from one to the other?
Oh, it's exciting, but yes, two very, very different worlds. You have to kind of put different hats on. But, you know, it's so great to be a part. You sort of go into a Marvel movie almost knowing it would probably be good. They have such a good track record, or at least you'll be very supported, and you know, it's probably going to be a lot of fun, which it was. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Christine Palmer in herself is such an interesting character, and then we know that we're going to know so much more about her afterwards. What was your main point of research? Because obviously there's always so much information available on those famous comic book characters. Right.
Yes. I mean, I certainly became familiar with the comics, but she's kind of an amalgamation of a few different characters over time, so I sort of had some, you know, artistic freedom to play around with her and kind of invent something on my own.
How much was it a pleasure to work with Benedict? Because he's someone who's like so versatile in his acting. He can change so much, even with one character, which was necessary for this.
Yes. No, he's such a chameleon, and he really becomes the character. And his American accent was so incredible, and his attention to detail with the surgical stuff, but then his athletic prowess was, you know, very impressive. He kind of really does it all. So, and which, you know, was necessary for this character, and I think it was just the perfect choice.
Yeah, absolutely. With you, for the surgical detail, was it important to learn any craft, or is good acting enough?
Sometimes it gets you pretty far, but I definitely wanted to learn more about medicine and surgery, and you know, to be able to do the actual like sutures myself, and it was just, that's what I love about acting. It's an opportunity to kind of gain new skills and become someone else for a time, and you get to live many different lives in one. So being a doctor was one I hadn't gotten into yet, and I got to shadow some amazing neurosurgeons.
Oh, you did?
We had one on set with us every day, so we could, you know, ask him things, and he was teaching me to stitch up turkey breasts and oranges and, you know, fake human heads. So we had a good time.
Oh my God. Yeah. That must be fun and horrifying at the same time.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you and Benedict share a degree of separation with Sherlock. So had you seen his, and had he seen yours?
Yes, and strangely, I don't think we really talked about that. Yeah. He was learning lines for Sherlock because he was going right into Sherlock from this. So, I mean, I just love his invention of Sherlock, and, you know, Robert Downey's is so different, and they're both brilliant, and, you know, I think it's just a testament to what amazing actors they both are. That, you know, and there's been so many Sherlock Holmes, you know, over the course of time, that, you know, to think he you know, could come up with another brilliant, original, fresh version is just, you know, again, speaks to his talent.
Well, talking about the stories that fascinating you growing up, first of all, have they informed you as an actress? You know, comic books, superhero movies, were they part of your psyche when you were younger, or was it books for you?
I read more kind of traditional books, like, you know, Anne of Green Gables and Judy Blume and Tweed Valley High. You have to have some fluff in there.
Of course.
Yeah. But I really enjoy graphic novels now. I sort of came to them a bit later in life, and I think that, you know, just the idea of bringing together the visuals and these really intense, kind of complicated stories. It's a beautiful medium, and it translates to film so perfectly. So, yeah, I've definitely gotten into that much more.
Outside Doctor Strange, any character you particularly like? You know, the girl power ones, or the, you know, different ones? Obviously, this is quite unique.
Yes. I really love this character that Neil Gaiman created called Black Orchid. If we're talking about the comic book world. Yeah, she's kind of extraordinary, and I don't know how you'd ever bring that to film, but it'd be exciting to see someone do that.
And finally, the fan base follows you around when you're part of the Marvel Universe. They kind of come with a package. When were you first aware of them? Comic-Con this year, or before, when you started? When was it most obvious to you?
Probably at Comic-Con. We were shooting kind of out in the middle of nowhere here in London at an old tank factory. So there wasn't the flock of fans coming out that way. So I got more of a taste of it here on this press tour. And then, Comic-Con was just like mind-blowing. It was great to have that kind of reaction to something that, you just put out a snippet and it's like,
everybody's like so much expectation.
Yes.
So much publicity and all these. I remember it was just
and it was
a crazy place.
It was crazy, and it was great because we did a class picture with the whole Marvel team, and it was just really surreal to be a part of that.
No, absolutely. And finally, when we see Christine Palmer again, where would you like it to go in your personal imagination?
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about that, to be honest. I sort of really love the film that we made, and I hadn't kind of imagined what she does after. So we'll see. That's left to the imagination.
And time will tell, as
time
the movie, to quote the film.
Exactly. Yes. Nice.